Right, so we'll have to redo things. Well, I don't know if we have to, but I think I can do better. Give me more health and more time when we go against a weird creature at the end, so yeah. Question is, at what stage did I actually save here? Here's the crystal here. Right, we probably haven't visited the key crystal down below. So we'll have to get that. Then we'll have to come here, make a sort of a backup save here. Then use this invulnerability to go as far as we can, as quickly as we can. We can't come back here, but the few seconds if we move at maximum speed and go as deep as we can, it could be the difference between us making and failing the last fight. Okay. It's a long trip, I can't afford to screw up like that. Can I use this? Okay, can use this too. Yeah, that's gonna help. If you can give up, get a little bit of speed going, you can very likely survive those. Right? Okay, things are looking very good. This is our backup. Holy shit. Why didn't I... What the fuck? This isn't how it's supposed to go. There's supposed to be a crystal, use the key on the crystal, then you... It doesn't really matter in the sense that I need to go up. Wait. It does matter, because the area... There's something wrong here. I need to load the previous position. We're in a very good position. The thing is, I didn't think this is possible. There's an extra path to get in here that bypasses the crystal, the block or barrier crystal somehow. The thing is, if we can go that, we could have gone directly to the end instead of taking this detour with these instant death traps when they're about. The point is, if I can do that, I can have a much larger amount of oxygen in the final fight. So, what the fuck did I do? This is for... I moved through that. Yeah, I moved through that. The crystal is up there. So, yeah. Directly to the left, there's the two spikes in the ceiling and a narrow entrance. I moved through that with the invulnerability. Previously I would have gone up to get through the crystal. There's some resistance here. Some kind of current. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is much better. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage. Yeah, holy crap, it's still deadly. Yeah, I really can't be hit by that. It has to be perfect timing. It's the second. Yeah, that won't work. This is a lot more dangerous than I thought it would be. I'm going to go with colored balls. I don't know if that's the way to. Okay, that's a bit too much damage. I certainly have time for this now. It's more about I have the life. Guess that's it. It looked like the same effect as we used when we time traveled the first time. The question is, where am I? This looks familiar though. Why does this look familiar? Oh, you bullshit respawning pieces of shit. I don't know why this... I feel like I've been here before. But... what was this place? I have no recollection. This was during the time when things weren't that bad yet. The levels in general weren't super tough. Right, we need to just move a little bit forward to get access to a breathing spot. Oh my god. Why the fuck am I hitting everything? This is intolerable. Don't use the sonar, otherwise we're in trouble. Deeper we go. Oh my god. We're still in fairly good shape. Not so much. Oh, Now I am whole again with all my power. Thank you, Echo. How I will help you? I will give you new powers. Use the Atlantean time machine to swim back in time to the hour of the storm. You will be taken with your pod. You will see the unseen enemy. Use this song to return to your home bay just before the storm. With your new powers, perhaps you will save your pod. I don't have a breath meter anymore. City of Forever. Okay. I guess we did okay then. I don't understand the... I don't understand the situation where I started this play session. Well, what the fuck is the point of the... key crystal we went after first, if you can just bypass the first barrier entirely. Is it because I had the invulnerability on? It has some sort of a current there, definitely. So you would get hit by the spikes without a doubt. The thing is, when you get hit, it does affect your movement. So it might be a location that you can only get through if you have the invulnerability on, because then you can basically charge it and not get affected by the spikes at all. But if you don't have it, you're going to take damage, which basically takes all the wind out of your sails, and you can't get through it. So you have to go through the barrier crystals, and then basically that vastly increases the difficulty of it. I'm just wondering if it's intended, but if it wasn't intended, why would the game create the opening there for you in the first place? I mean, it could have just as well been solid wall. So I think it is there intentionally. The game is a son of a bitch for having these things. I mean, it's cool that you have it, and easy for me. Thank God it was there, because otherwise it would have been really difficult to find enough time to fight the last boss there. Have enough breath, have enough health. But at the same time, the game sort of does allow you to walk on those last shards and do it the hard way. And it is, I think, one of the toughest boss we've faced so far. Okay. Seems like the breath thing is no longer an issue. So it's just health for us. It drastically changes the game, in my opinion, probably for the better in some ways. Because the question has always been, do you have time to get to things? So you hurry things along, you get hit much more often, and so forth and so forth. But with this, that goes away. I still don't recall where I was supposed to go. We need to use the machine. Time travel. There was no real health recovery here. The pattern is center, down, up, center. None of these work. Is this the place I had to go to? No, I think this is the place where you can go back to. Or is it? Yeah, that's too many hits. How the hell are you supposed to do this jump though? I think the water levels were higher at some point. Well, it's doable. That's all I can say. For fuck's sakes. Okay, the speed slows down there. I'm not sure you'll get any kind of advantage by doing that. There's probably another way to do this. This should also be enough height for you to make that jump. Basically, I'm just wanting to test what type of a jump would you actually need. You need a decent amount of side movement too. We more or less would have to know where exactly. Yeah, this is not working. There might have been an earlier position where you can go some kind of secret passageway where you can go there. I don't recall. The water levels could have been just the same for all I care. Yeah, it's definitely doable. Right, I think the best way is to basically just jump. That way you can get the ability needed. Right. Still higher. Still higher. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I don't want to lose life anymore. Why in the hell do I have to repeat these stages? Weren't exactly great the first time. Okay. Well, we'll get invulnerability through this. Where exactly are we supposed to go then? Right. We should be near the end now. Oh, how I hate you. This is incredibly tedious now that I don't have to worry about breathing, because this stage was clearly intended for that to be a concern. Now that it isn't, there's not much to it. I'm not taking these hits. There's no reason. No, yeah, those hits. There's no reason to do it. That's probably the end. Hopefully. Yeah, we need to get the stone here, right? Time travel sequence initiated. Travel record. Let's do it. Whatever we're doing. Turn around, you piece of shit. Get captured with the rest of the pod. Travel to another world, and then what? Rescue them? What exactly are my special powers besides being able to breathe in water? The mark on your head looks like stars in the sky. How high in the sky? Yeah, we might as well start this. Just jump. And we're dead. The tube. This moves on its own. There's no 3 hits is death. I think I'm regenerating. Yes. So I can take occasional hits. Holy shit. This is a horrible place. Oh, I can also... can't attack all that much, but I can attack a little. I can attack like once. Quite sure how I'm supposed to survive these though. Yeah, this is totally different from anything that's come before. And this clumsy dolphin is hard-pressed to navigate in a place like this. Jesus fuck. I also don't understand why I can attack at times and why I can't at other times. I mean, I'm trying to attack now, constantly, and nothing just fucking happens. It's confused about why. Again, trying to attack, but nothing happening. I guess it's if we basically go to the bottom edge, it's over for us. I don't even have to go too close to those blasted things, and I can't do anything about them. Yeah, if we get to the bottom edge, there's no... you can't attack anymore, and the sort of the area pushes you there. I'm not sure what's supposed to be the best way to do this. And suddenly I attacked and destroyed that. And you did. So we have, whatever side we have to take, it has to be the left-hand side. Oh fuck. And it's over for us. Yep. Saved in a location where I can't move on anymore. This is a fucking horrible mess. This is so different from anything that's come before it that it's weird to even try to understand this shit. And the dolphin doesn't... it's not like precision movement with this shit. Okay, now this is familiar territory. I'm I'm trying to fucking attack so I could just remove some of these. And is it working? It is not working because you're constantly being pushed at the bottom edge, so you're fucked. And you're fucked. Yeah, I think I'm fucked. Oh fuck, this is the worst thing ever. Well, this isn't good, but still better than it has to be very correct. Yeah, what? How the fuck do I evade these? The lightning. It's the biggest pile of horseshit. Basically, if we get pushed to the bottom edge, then we're fucked. The timing of the attacks will hit quite often at the bottom edge or at the front edge. Wonder how long we'll have to keep doing this. That was horseshit. It seems like maybe the past two levels have been ball busting me hard. I mean, you'd have to get through all of that in a single life. Granted, you are regenerating at a fairly rapid pace at this point, so in order for you to die, you need an instant death or fairly rapid succession of hits, so I understand it. But Still, you only need 3 hits to die, please. This is also there's no sonar and we're constantly moving. I don't control the movement of the map anymore at all. Also can't, yeah, chose poorly, so I'm dead. I can't do anything about those. But yeah, I can. I have a machine gun sonar now. And instant death. Yeah, this is basically a memory game as far as I'm concerned. Decapitation shots. Holy shit. And death. Oh fuck, it's a trap! So, yeah. The game missions aren't exactly getting all that much easier, are they? Oh fuck. I saved at the wrong time. Gotta be very careful in saving this game. At least now. So easy to... It's better to die and go a little bit back than it's to try to save constantly and get trapped into a position where there's no escape from anymore. Okay, this looks fairly safe. Also, what the fuck is the goal of this? This is just a survival game at this point, no longer an exploration or puzzle solving. Weird aliens with your dolphin, I mean... I had no recollection of this. I recall the nature of the map, that it sort of moves around you, maybe it tries to crush you, but the aliens, no recollection at all. Yep. Sort of tried to get me... Now it's in... I'm not sure why I die if I'm not on camera. That's another mystery here. That's how alien worlds work currently. Might as well just spam the attack every time we get a chance. Really nothing to lose by doing it. I suppose you could stay here. It's just hard to say where exactly does the game go. So different from anything that's come before. Yeah, and pretty much instant death if those aliens will just get you. These look awfully like dead ends to me. Oh shit. It's not like it's totally just random things either though. I'll save my change my save state so if something goes back. I mean basically if I trap myself here somehow I have to start from the beginning. Because I don't see this being all that enjoyable no matter how many times you play. It's not like you can do anything different here, just survive. So either you survive or you don't. That's it. How I guess this more or less explains why they chose a dolphin for this job, the Atlanteans. With their instant death sonic breath, that makes a lot more sense. Although I still don't think this is a good plan A. What exactly is the plan here? I mean, what exactly am I supposed to do? There's some kind of mechanism that allows them to do it. Do I destroy their planet entirely? What exactly is the next step here? Well, this is a risky maneuver, saving that. Yeah, we could have gone into one of those dead ends. So you don't not at a what the fuck? Literal boss fight. Welcome to the machine. You have to either do that or you play everything from the start. This is the end, right? Save here, and then we are ready to continue. But what exactly are we doing? Eyes? We're sort of pulled toward it. Also, we're not regenerating anymore. We've exploded its eye. What a weird thing to have to fight. Okay, it's instant death if we get into its mouth. Also, we're not regenerating here anymore. Sure, what we're supposed to do next. Okay. Bit some ass kicking. If I touch it, it basically causes me damage. I can't afford this. Yeah, I'm really at 2 health. Yeah, I can't get hit. Okay, so it lost a jaw once. Am I just gonna keep doing this or what? Ah. I mean, I don't really get, is this going somewhere or is it not going somewhere? Okay. When it takes damage, it summons one of those little bastards. Sure, if I have to actually kill them though, seems like what we would like is to just keep attacking it, but I have to because otherwise they're going to overwhelm me, and pretty much we're gonna die instantly if one of them touches us at this point. Right. Others gonna keep coming here? No? Okay. Something happened there. I think this is always gonna be having a monstrosity there. Did we win? Apparently yes. Your song will echo throughout the vast ocean. Thank you, Echo. We will sing of you forever. You have saved us, you are great. An ego stroke in there. But is this going somewhere? Do you think the vortex are destroyed? Well, I would doubt that. Oh, good day. You can't just go to a country, shoot the leader, and expect the entire race to suddenly disappear. Code for the last fight. If you want to keep repeating that, I guess. And credits. Just going through this to see if this goes somewhere. I suppose I can talk about the game in the meantime. The first time I picked this game, I could not have believed that where the plot is gonna take. I'm not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But what I don't like about it is because it's horseshit compared to the rest of the game. It's something completely different suddenly at the end. And it's nothing... It's like playing a platformer for the entire game and suddenly for the last couple levels you have a shooter game. I mean, it's more of a confusing thing because that's not what you got into. It's not there's nothing necessarily bad about it. Also, it was all about finding your own path, problem solving, navigating, and at the end it was the game takes you where it takes you and there's nothing you can do about it. And it can still lure you into, tries to lure you into those instant death places where you can't escape and you get crushed because you're not on camera anymore. I mean, it makes no sense. This is a game you probably shouldn't be thinking about at all. But I don't know if this is bad. I think this is probably incredibly annoying and difficult if you don't have save states. Basically, you'd have to repeat areas constantly over and over and over again, and I don't see the fun in that. With some levels, it wouldn't be too bad because there's really like 2 to 3 stages to them. And you probably learned the earlier, you might have a single problem stage that you have struggled to pass, but you can get the others. So the exceptions would be maybe the couple of levels at the end, and I don't refer to the where the game basically takes you on its own path, the tube and the machine. I refer to the areas before that, when we start to see the seahorses in the ancient times, those maps. Just there's the instant death shells moving around in some narrow tubes, and that's restart of the entire level if you hit those. At the same time, it's not exactly that either. They are very much instant death, but if you move through them at fantastic speeds or take advantage of the invulnerability nearby, especially in the last prehistoric age, you can pretty much with 100% accuracy get through them. So I think part of the problem is the save states, because with them you don't have to learn how to reliably get through things, you just need to get through things. So I'm not sure if they're quite as tough as I make them out to be. At the same time, there's no denying that the game can be very hard at certain points, and probably incredibly frustrating to play through. So, and looking at that face of Echo there, you wouldn't think the game is like that. You think that it's more on the casual side, similar to the like Sonic the Hedgehog type of games. But yeah, you have your cute little dolphin to play with in the sea, and there's some troubles, and you save your family, and that's it. You don't feel like, you don't think rather that you'll end up in some kind of a, what, interplanetary harvesting where entire Earth is at peril, and you will use your dolphin powers to travel to time blast alien monstrosities to little bits with your sound waves, regain regenerative powers and ability to breathe underwater. It just it starts where you expect it to start, stays there for around half the game, then comes the okay, now we're gonna time travel thing, and that's goes on to for most of the rest of the game. Then at the end, it just turns into something completely different, and then it ends with a very typical boss fight. So I don't know. I guess this is okay. I really have the difficulty and the weird shit is what I complain about. Not anything really others about the game. You have your challenges, but you can learn to deal with most things in a reliable manner. The game is very forgiving in the sense that it doesn't have a number of continues or anything. So you once you go past the level, you're past the level. You don't have to retrace every step of the way. And if you know what you're doing, a level is probably 5 to 10 minutes at most. So yeah, if you have to replay them quite often, you're going to get incredibly frustrated. But at the same time, the really instant kill levels maybe last like I think 5 minutes, maybe like the tube. So you're going to die initially, probably quite a lot, but at the same time, you're going to get to the same point fairly reliably. You learn the patterns where the blocking walls come. You learn where you need to maneuver, and it's forgiving in the sense that you are regenerating at that point fairly rapidly too. So a single hit here and there is not gonna mean a goddamn thing. It's just hard to give any kind of a stamp on this game because it's so wildly unexpected where it goes, and it also changes its nature. I think the game was better though before we get sucked into the vortex. I mean, it sort of had a thing going, and then it just changes it drastically at the end. And I don't know why you would do that at that point. Why have that type of a boss fight anyway? Why was it in water? I just yeah, this is something you probably shouldn't be thinking about too hard. I was wondering. It's not like the rest of the games I've played and platforms and the like. If you start to think too much about Sonic the Hedgehog, for example, yeah, it's probably better just not to go there. I think this is an okay game, but has occasional difficulty spikes to the point that without save state, this game would be incredibly frustrating to get through. But there's nothing particularly wrong about the game. The game itself is just fine. I'm just more or less iffy on if the difficulties that corresponds to what you would expect from a game called Echo the Dolphin.